can see also there Sam Lawler in the middle in the number 4 and looking very much like Dustin Martin except for the tattoos as we start action, and straight away we're going to have a secondary stoppage. Kick into the middle. The Tigers can do well. It was initially through Miller. One way, then the other. Into the 50. Good kick. Another darting ball works as well. So
players, and he clearly just absolutely loves his footy and just wants to get amongst it.
Opens the angle, goes with the snap. I reckon he's got it. He has. First goal on the board. It goes to Taj Houghton. It's McAuliffe.
And
Now Ross again. To the top of the goal square. They fly. No one can take the mark. Parrish, he gets buried. And we'll have a stoppage at the top of the goal square.
I wonder whether this rule where the players don't have to start in the square means that teams are less likely to leave an anchor, because we're seeing the defenders from Richmond are right up. They're almost just outside 50. A big kick would clear them and they'd be out the back.
Houghton again, McAuliffe again. Quick kick is a little shallow. Parrish, he's under a bit of pressure here. Just gets his kick away in time. Out towards the boundary to run away from Caddy. The ball back. It is a high transition game. Corbell in the middle, overruns the football. Ross goes in again. Farms out some sort of handball. Big tackle applied by Fiorini. His first meaningful moment in a Bomber jumper. McGrath, that can't be 15. Dersman tried to claim the mark. Forced to give the handball. The kick from Fiorini will bounce for a behind. Just missing to the right, shaving the post.
So Lawler, started in the midfield.
To get that right.
Started in the midfield, and he's spun forward now. So interested to see whether that'll be a rotation. It's a very Dusty-like spit forward late in the quarter.
Richmond win the ball back again inside 50. Lawler's lurking in front though. It's a Tiger mark. Very strong mark there by Armstrong. This kick from around about 40 metres out. A good one. And Richmond get the first 2.
Absolutely.
After just 10 minutes.
Absolutely lasered that through.
Langford sets up nicely now for the Tigers. Gibcus into the 50. Mackay with a spoil. Totally split the pack in the process. And Johnson clears for the Bombers and a good mark to right. Lazy kick though. He's turned it over. The Tigers into the 50 again. That's a good ball. A comfortable mark taken by McKelty Lafau. One game last year, coming off a knee reconstruction. Leans back on it. It's a high kick, and it is a straight kick, I think. Yes. The Tigers have got 3. Just a fair bit of footy last year. Roberts feeding the handball through. Now Pryor got tagged as he got the kick. Langford front and centre for Essendon. Handball now into the corridor. Here's Durham, and there's Essendon's first. Great, Ralph Smith for Richmond. Back towards goal. Has it got the carry? It hasn't quite. Still in the field of play. A real scrounge here over the head. Yes! Steely Green's kicked it. So Archer May played 7 games last year in his first season at Essendon. Kicked 7 goals. He's a prodigious kick of the footy. So even from here, distance shouldn't be a problem. Kick on its way. Distance isn't a problem. Either is the accuracy. Essendon second. Parrish, who marks just in front of Taranto, wants to go quickly into the 50. Caddy's got it. First mark for the young Bomber key forward this morning. A chance for his first goal.
Snap.
Umpire setting the mark. Caddy with the snap. Caddy with the goal. And we'll have a shot for goal after the siren.
I dare say you'll see the two of them.
I was just about to say that myself. Grill, Inda coming. Just have a look at this. He didn't know what was coming from behind. Stretched, leaning back, and taking a strong mark, and will kick after the siren. So all eyes on the youngster, Sam Cumming, pick 7 in the draft. He punches at it and he kicks it beautifully. And his teammates come from everywhere. That's a significant moment. He'll be the judge at home here. Definitely a drop mark into the back. Maybe. Caddy, kick one in the first. This one is close. Oh, he's got it. He's got 2.
Game, he's been electric. And what an entry here. Just out of his reach from Ralph Smith. Can't really compete with 2-metre Peter in the air, and he puts it through.
So that's 3 now between Wright and Caddy as the 2 tools for Essendon. Durham steals that, gives a handball to Roberts. Feeds a quick handball. This is good again from Essendon. Chain up by hand. Ewan through the middle this time. Long kick. Good chance here for Langford. He's in the square. He soccers, he goals. 2 to Langford in this term. 4 for Essendon in 7 minutes. Another there from McGrath, and Essendon win it back again. Durham in the centre circles. On his left. That's a good kick. Caddy has marked again. He'll have to kick it 52, 53 metres, but it looks like he wants to take the shot. Nate Caddy has got 2 so far. Loads up. Oh, he's got 3, has Nate Caddy. That's why he was taking the shot. Flat kick low into Caddy, who marks low down. Just above the turf. Centering kick is good. And Parrish now marks for Essendon 40 up. As I said, he missed so much footy over the last couple of years. 3 games only last year. He missed so much, and he's so important to them. He's kicking a goal here for the Bombers. It's their 10th, 10-2-62. Richmond 5-3-33.
Absolutely, and I think people forget, what a good player he is. And again, he's been an outstanding contributor to the pre-season to this point. He's been able to get a lot of continuity in his training. It's been outstanding for us.
So Dersma kicks the first goal of the third term.
Easy to work with, takes on their feedback and just looks to learn as much as he can from the more experienced players. And here's another one.
Darcy Parish has kicked a second goal, and the Bombers go further in front here. We need a bouncer. Rechko, 40 metres out from goal, outside the boundary when he takes the shot. It won't be a goal. It'll be a mark, though. That is outstanding. In the goal square. Harry Armstrong. That is a fantastic mark. Let's have a look at this on the replay. There's a lot of players in that marking contest. And he kind of floated in from the side. Strong hands, and finishes the job with his second goal. Clever little tap out. Gresham, handballs to Sharp. Now to Wright. Good handball to Caldwell. He'll run it home for a goal. Not sure I like that bandage on his left knee, but he's kicked the first goal of the final term.
Favourite player, Al Achkar. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I don't have favourite players, but very impartial. But just his ability as a young player to accelerate through congestion there and find a player, and enticed heading into season 2026, no doubt.
Peter Wright on his way. This is something he does very, very well. It's a second to Wright and a second to Essendon in this final term, and they've extended that lead.
Been busy.
Big fly, gets to the back, running shot, goal. Flow's got a third here, Lafau. Parrish is there. He gets tackled by Ross. Umpire said play on. The player's stopped. Roberts into the 50. Off hands. Here's Caddy. Here's Caddy. Here's 4.
More healthy players and more players available for selection.
Yep.
And no doubt something that's been a thorn in their side is player availability.
Yes.
And the more games played you have with your top players out there,
Yep.
It's the greatest indicator of performance. So I'm sure Essendon would be looking forward to having a lot of their senior players remain healthy throughout.
Here's your
26.
man again. He's got a second. Alachka. Thank you for coming.
He's happy to access a shot on goal.
Lafau gets well tackled. Very well tackled. And that will be the last meaningful moment of this match. It's all over here at Tullamarine. And Essendon have had a good win here, set up by a 7-1 second term. The Bombers 18-10, 118 have defeated Richmond 10-8, 68. The Tigers led by 14 points at quarter time, but after the quarter time siren, it was all Essendon. The Bombers kicking 15 goals to Richmond's 5. The goal kickers for Essendon are just the multiples. Caddy kick 4, and it was 3 to Langford, and then 2 each to Parrish, Wright, and your man Al Achkar, who certainly caught your attention.
He certainly did.
And for the Tigers, it was 3 to Lafau, and then 2 goals to Harry Armstrong. So just before we go ourselves, as everyone starts to file out, and all of a sudden we can see the ground, Jordan, just some thoughts on what you saw today?
Yeah, we spoke about the mentality. Given that, at this time of year, it's the last official hit out before the season starts, and you're trying to blood some young players, and it's the first opportunity that they get to see in opposition. The arm wrestle and each team's ability to try and swing back momentum and enact different types of play, I thought was actually quite positive despite the score differential. So I think Essendon's ability to pile on the scores, but then Richmond's ability in the late in the fourth quarter to try and stifle that and win back the momentum was really positive.